Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Indigo's AGM annual general meeting. I'm your host, Ebony Hanley, so let's get the official boring stuff out of the way so we can move on to our showcase. I just need to quickly run through the housekeeping, and no, I do not mean your washing. There are no planned fire tests for this evening, so if the fire bell goes off, please leave the building by the nearest exit, which is the back of the hall to the left. Or just follow me because I'll be the first one out of here. Also, toilet facilities can be found just outside the hall, opposite the school entrance, but word of advice, don't follow me there. Right, I think that's all you need to know. So can I please invite Deborah Grant, our cracking Chief Executive Officer, to the stage to get this party started.
I'm sorry, I can't compete with Ebony's pattern. She'll be back up very shortly. You probably know who most of the people are on the stage, but just in case you don't get to see us very often. Zandra Swan is from RA Scotland Whelan. She's part of the accountants that make sure that we keep everything right in terms of the cash. Janet Campbell is a board of directors. Stevie Ramage is our chair of board of directors, and Vera, who you probably know, is the most familiar face because she's the one who actually collects in all the cash. I'm Deborah Grant. Maybe you've met me before, maybe you haven't. I've been here nearly 6 years now. And Laura, as you know, she's the manager of this building. So thanks very much for coming. We're going to get the AGM out of the way as rapid style and then get to the bit that we're all looking forward to. So thanks for your time. We're going to hand you to Stevie and we'll just rattle through the agenda.
Firstly, I'd like to raise thank you for taking the time out to come and join us tonight, which is a new format for us. Like you, I'm very keen to see the children and the young people perform. So as Deborah says, we want to keep us brief. We moved into a digital era, and this year the meetings and performance is all going to be filmed. We don't be shy for the cameras. And I'll just go through the apologies. I'm not going to go through the apologies because we're 64 and we'll be here all night. And just quickly hand over to Deborah just to go through the business stuff.
Okay. We have the minutes of the last AGM. They are inside your pack. We have to, if you could just bring your attention to them, just have a quick read over them. If you were at the last AGM and you're able to propose them and second them, then that's what we do at this point.
And I'll say the minutes.
This just turned out as much better than the last one. Now that we've gone over there, we've just had a look at the minutes from the last meeting. We see it's a fairly straightforward process. The voting slips that were issued this time were to allow us to change the memorandum and articles, or just the articles of association. It was probably the most boring piece of paper we've ever sent you, and I'm so sorry. Our lawyers put it together and asked us to put it out in that format, but the feedback we got was from parents saying, what does this actually mean? What are we actually voting for? So what it is, we're governed by a set of rules that are called the Articles of Association. You've got them in your pack, so that's what we would like to adopt tonight. We've got our votes by proxy for parents that didn't attend or aren't attending this evening, so they've already submitted their forms. If you filled in a voting slip, then you don't have to vote right now. It means your vote is already counted. Do you know if you filled one in? No? Yeah, maybe? You haven't. Okay, so what we'll do is, we'll take your votes and we'll add them into the votes that are already here, and then we can obviously make a decision about whether we can adopt these articles of association. Before we adopt them, if you have any questions about it, can I help you understand it in a way that is in plain English? Okay. Is somebody phoning a friend? I think we might need to. What I did bring along, in case you wanted to compare, is the articles of association we've used up until now and our new ones, just in case anybody wanted to say, what exactly are the differences between these two documents? What we've had them done is we've had them brought in line with the latest legislation. That's the only changes that are inside the document. So as far as I'm concerned, I just need you to agree that we're allowed to use these to govern this organisation. Is that easier? A bit? I got one nod. That'll do for me. Okay, so I'd like you to...
Sorry, are you going to highlight what new additions are in, or?
Yeah, the changes, well, actually the entire document's been overhauled, so that's why I would give you some of its terminology. One of the changes is that the minimum number of board of directors would have been 3, and now it's 4. So what we're saying is we need more people actually making decisions about this organisation. And not only that, those people have to be the right kind of people. So in the new article of association, directors have to meet a job description and a personal spec and go through an interview. Whereas in the olden days or previously, you would have been nominated tonight, somebody nudging somebody and maybe suggesting that they took up an office post. Whereas now we realise that business is a bit more serious and that a proper process should have been implemented. So that is the main difference between these two articles. And also it goes into quite a bit more detail about how we keep details about our members, which is you. Every year you have to fill in a new membership form. If we don't fill in a membership form or get a membership form from you, then we're not complying with our articles of association that says we need to know who our members are. They're the two main points, but I think the rest of it is updating it to make sure it fits in with charity law and for company law when you're operating a business as a charity. Any more questions? I know some of us are serious. I know we'll sing soon, I promise. Any more questions? The changes, what I can do is the other document is available for you to read. So that, you know, but there's so many of them throughout it that, you know, we didn't our lawyers suggested that we put these in the packs and just said issue them as an updated version and have a copy of the other articles close by. What I can say is they've been prepared by Paul Williams, who are based in Edinburgh and Glasgow, and they're the ones that keep us right as our company secretary, and they're the ones that have produced these. So I don't know if that gives you any more comfort. And they have been available for, you know, to look at before today, but obviously it doesn't really become that interesting until we actually get here. Any more questions? No? Yes? Okay. And this is the point where we ask you to vote whether you would adopt the new articles that are put forward by the company secretary. So all those in favour would raise their hands now. Against? You can abstain, obviously, if you don't understand. Thank you for keeping your hand up the longest. Are you voting for both? Any against? No. Okay. We have 58 votes for by proxy, who the chairperson would vote.
58 ayes.
Plus 23 ayes. And 1 no. So the motion's passed and we adopt this new article of association.
Sorry, Deborah, could you say the number again?
81 yeses and 1 no.
Thank you.
The next part is where our directors are appointed into office. So if you've applied, if you've been through your process, you know who you are, and this is the point where we propose to the directors to step down, who are stepping down, and anybody that's getting elected gets re-elected or get the terms, one director is stepping down. That's the longest serving member, and that's Jack Marshall, whose date of appointment was the 13th of August 2009. Jack isn't with us this evening. And we are proposing for election Gillian Crone, who's joined us this evening. She's an HR specialist. She's already been through her interview process and had her job remit assessed, and has been given the nod of approval from the board of directors. So, would anybody like to propose Gillian to be elected? Lord Stephen, thank you very much. Can we have a seconder? Thanks very much. Steve's going to say a few words and then we'll definitely get off the stage.
I joined the board back in 2011 to offer the existing board help to move towards a more strategic position. The company has undergone a significant change in the last year in order to survive. As you may be aware of this, it was a condition that was required before any sign of recession. What is clear that this company plays an important part in the Castlemilk economy. We've got to offer childcare to enable local people to stay in jobs, to attend college, to access training. Also, the organisation must provide jobs for local people, work placements for secondary school children, and students' placements for local colleges. So what have we actually achieved this year? We've actually achieved a lot. We've got, this is captured within the annual reports, the qualified document, pictures to go along with it. But I'm just going to capture a few of the points. We did a big lottery award that enabled the early years garden transformation projects to get started. These are the family gardens for you and your children to enjoy. You can get mucky in the mud kitchen or tell the stories in their huts, and I would encourage you to do it and have a bit of fun with the kids in doing so. The filmmaking, all the services have made a film with the help of David Hunter, and I'd like to thank you for that, David. These are a credit to the children and young people, and if you haven't seen them, you can see them on the website. It's worth having a look. It'll certainly put a smile on your faces. Funding award for Linda Youth, who have been successful in securing funding to develop this innovative youth-driven idea. Social Investment Scotland have shown a keen interest in helping us take this forward. As you may be aware, the CEO Deborah Grant experienced a challenging year for her health. Despite the challenges, we'd like to congratulate Deborah on becoming a finalist for Ireland's Youngest Entrepreneur of the Year 2013. Inspection reports, well, it's all well and good, seeing how good we are, we need evidence to back this up. I'd like to say that all our services improved their grades at the last inspection. Inspection reports can be viewed online at the Care Inspectorate website and on display in each of the building for you to read at your leisure. So we still want to get better at what we do. We want to engage better with our customers, that's you guys. And we might want to make sure that not only survive this current financial situation, but to make sure we stay in touch with what the people of Glasgow want and need. We have made a commitment to ongoing improvement. We've certainly made some progress, and also realise there's still some way to go. We hope that we can continue to provide services for local people, and that these services are the ones we can all be proud of and take a part of. And that's it for me. I'm just going to hand over to Sandra, who's going to present the annual activity.
I would like to summarise the results of the year. 2013, your income actually increased by £131,903. To break that down, the increase in fees was £153,403. The small decrease in grants of £19,090, and the fundraising dropped by £2,410. So that's a breakdown of the income increase of £131,903. The grants you received this year: Capital Health 720, Glasgow Council's partnership 2,164, the main grant from the council £306,604, and the big lottery £15,830. The total we received £245,318 in grants. If we look at the expenditure, That decreased by £65,863. Wages, small increase of £19,092. Restricted expenses, a decrease of £77,119. Restricted expense is where you're asked to use the money for a specific purpose. It's a decrease of 77,119, which means you used up the money you were given. Charitable activities, that was a decrease of £290. Government costs up £3,916. Premises costs down £2,903, and the general administration down £8,560. So that was a decrease of £65,864. The other statement you have is the balance sheet, and the assets you have is your bank account. That has decreased by £37,809, and the balance as at 31st of March 2013 was 136,855, 90,159 for the general running, and 46,696 restricted funds, which you must use for the purposes of the donor. Anybody, any questions?
No? Just a few words about the money. You may or may not know that we're a not-for-profit organisation, a registered charity funded by Glasgow City Council. We turn over about £1.3 million a year, so it's quite a sizable organisation in an economy, in a community like this one. Put simply, that's what it costs every year to run. Approximately 20% of what Sandra was talking about comes from external funders. And we're all aware of the strain on public funding, and each new year brings new financial challenges. We have to prepare for further reductions in funding, not because the funders don't think we're worthwhile, but we just have to accept now that that kind of money isn't available the way it was in the past. This will inevitably mean changes to fees and what we charge. Don't cry, it's okay. The good news is that the funding had a 2-year fixed amount for 2013 and 14, and therefore we're working hard to implement a 0 fee increase this year. Because that's what we think is really important to get here. And that actually concludes the AGM. We haven't got any other competent business to do. If anybody wants to raise anything at this point, if there's something burning question or an issue that you'd like to bring to our attention, now's your moment. I thought this was the heavy squad coming, there's 3 degrees. Anything I can help anybody with? Move on and hurry up. Okay then, Ebony.
We'll go about the end of MBS and what it has.
Thanks for that, Deborah. I don't think I understood a word of that. I don't know if it was because it was pretty boring or if it was that funny accent. Have you seen Kevin floating about over there? No, seriously, he's literally floating about. Make sure you catch him in some of his magic before you go.
Yes. Back up yet?
Where did you hear Jordan and the Ebony show?
Well, do you know what the first act is?
Well, no, come on then.
Well, our first act is our children from the 2 nurseries singing some Easter classics, so please welcome to the stage the children from 29 and 1, 2, 3, which would be quite handy if they were here.
We should get a video camera. One boy left on the rain. The black sheep when it's on the shore. When it touched the rain not. Don't cry, dear. Master, Tata said again. Tata said the little boy it lives down the lane. Please. Nobody sees over high. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Thank you. Right, well done, children. That was excellent. Can we get another wee round of applause? Bear with us.
Thanks for that, kids. That was wonderful. Right, I've got a belter of a joke for you. Roses are red, violets are blue, some rhymes ring, this one doesn't. How'd you like that?
Terrible.
Oh, keys, please.
Right, that was pretty awful, so try again. Give us something to actually laugh at.
Well, I would, but I don't have a mirror for you.
Right, that's plenty for you. Let's hear from a real comedian, so can we please welcome Lewis from Out of School Care to the stage.
To help you then, Lewis.
Right, come on up then. Let's get a round of applause.
Why does Batman wear his pants outside his trousers? To keep them clean. Where is Spider-Man's homepage? On the World Wide Web. How does Batman's mum call him for dinner? Dinner, Batman! How do you tease fruit? Banana. Why did the tomato blush? It saw the salad dressing. Why did the baby strawberry cry? Because his parents were in a jam. Why did the orange stop rolling down the hill? Because it ran out of juice.
Thanks for that, Cameron, trying to steal my thunder and all that, but I'll let you off this time.
Really like to say jokes, Lewis? Well done. Jokes. Don't you try to steal my thunder now. Right. Well, everyone just worded up because everybody's head's about to explode. The jokes were much better though, I have to admit. Right.
You're just jealous of my quick wit.
Right, whatever. So let's move on and hear some. Let's hear some from Let's try this one again, shall we? Third time lucky, guys. Let's hear from some of our young people from Indie Youth Gang who are going to perform for you. Dominique and Cam are going to rap and sing A Million Lives by Jake Miller. Take it away, guys.
Yeah, the other day I got an email, almost didn't read it, but something caught my eye right before I could delete it. It was bold and underlined, please read was the title, followed by "Dear on my idol." It said, and I quote, "My name is
Vicky, and I used to be a dancer until the doctor diagnosed me with cancer, so
I said goodbye to all the hair on my head and hello to my hospital bed. Yeah, see, I was just a normal girl. It happened so fast. There were so many days that I thought would be my last. However, the fight was tough and the battle was long, but I felt strong when I listened to your songs. You were always there for me. You were my heartbeat. You were my only friend, kept you on repeat. I thank God for you every single night, cause believe it or not, you saved my life.
met a million people, been a million places, shook a million hands, seen a million faces, had a million lows and a million more.
No, I haven't made a million, but I touched a million lives.
Met a million people, been a million places, shook a million hands, seen a million faces, had a million lows and a million more.
No, I haven't made a million, but the mailman knocked, said it was for me, handed me a box, sent from Tennessee, written on the top, for Jake's eyes only, inside was a journal and a letter that he wrote me. It said, my name is Dylan, I'm in 7th grade, I'm ridiculed and picked on almost every day, yeah, they pushed me in the halls, halfway through my classes, yes, they did it to my books, then broke my glasses, I kinda wanna talk to us like I don't exist, sometimes I wonder if I was gone, would I be missed, but let me tell you the real reason for this letter, you helped me through it all, you helped me feel better, your words give me confidence, your message just inspire me, you helped me find my inner strength deep inside of me, for all the bad times you helped me find a light, believe it or not, you saved my life.
Met a million people, been a million places, shook a million hands, seen a million faces, had a million lows and a million more highs.
I haven't made a million, but I just a million lives.
Met a million people, been a million places, shook a million hands, seen a million faces, had a million lows and a million more highs.
I haven't made a million, but I was sitting at my table with dinner the other night when I noticed a little girl sitting to my right. She was looking at me like she knew me. I guess she did. Cause then she walked right up to me and then she said,
my name is Sammy and I'm sure that I'm your biggest fan. I think she had my name written on her hand.
she said, me and my brother used to listen to you every day until last year when you passed away. Never forget. Seeing my parents cry when we got the call saying that she shouldn't have died, man. I wish that he was here now. You were his favorite. He had your mixtape and he never stopped playing it. Your music gives me a feeling that I just can't describe. It's like I got my brother back and he's still alive. I pray for both of you every single night, cause believe it or not, you saved my life.
Met a million people, been a million places, shook a million hands, seen a million faces, had a million lows and a million more highs.
I haven't made a million, but I just a million lives.
Met a million people, been a million places, shook a million hands, seen a million faces, had a million lows and a million more highs.
No, I haven't made a million, but now let me turn the table and talk to you. I had a dream, but you're the reason that it's coming true. Yeah, I had some dark days when the sun don't shine, but you always reminded me that I would be fine. Cause when no one else cared, you believed in my vision. Now I got an army coming with me on my mission. I thank God for all of you every single night, cause believe it or not, you saved my life.
That was brilliant. Well done, Cal, for remembering the lyrics this time. Partly.
Wait a minute. How can Dominic rap, but you can barely read after sheet? Anyway, now Dominic's going to perform another rap for you. You might have already heard her do this in the Winterfest. This one's by Jake Miller too. It's called Stephen.
Let me tell you about a kid named Steven. He's slowly running out of things to believe in. Every couple of months his mom leaves him for no good reason. His stepdad beats him. Not too many friends, only ever had a few of them. Brutus and Nero, anything to do with him. Always eating lunch in the bathroom stall. He just wants to feel normal, be cool again. Yeah, always feeling like the outcast. He's been going crazy ever since his dad passed. And these guys in fights, but instead he only has breakdowns and flashbacks to the car crash. It's been getting harder every day. If he was still around, everything will be okay. Cause his dad was always the light at the end of the tunnel, but at the same time, tunnel's looking dark and gray. He keeps quiet in the back of the class. And when the bell rings, Stephen hurries on fast. He's scared to death of the kids will kick his ass in a long walk home, but this happened in the past, so he's getting used to the black eyes and fat lips. But all his guys a fake smile and cut wrists, reaching he could walk right up to him, show him the scar and say, look, you're the reason that I've done this. Maybe they would finally understand and go back to how it was before love began. But he's just listen to the tournament, they beat him, yeah, such a funny game, so don't give it to him. Yeah, he's sort of running it around in and out of jail, hanging with the wrong crowd. He's been doing coke, smoking weed, getting drunk on his life. He's ashamed, I was not too proud, and I was happy, so rubbing off on his little bro. Yeah, but guess what, little did he know that every time he did a line, every time he did a joint, every time he took a shot, he was sitting the mo. See, he was sitting in his room, getting mad now. Doors locked, music up, with the lights out. He just takes another toke to the ones full, smoke 5, 6, 7 hours till he knocks out. Now he starts seeing pills from his mom, 8, 9, 10 at a time, and now they're gone. I mean, for the moment, all his problems are favored to have face too, after not too long. That's when he sings him, it's when it hits him. That these goddamn drugs won't fix him. Cut up in the floor, can't take it anymore. Now he's talking to God, cause he's the only one that gets him. On his knees, he could not, can't stop crying. God, I know we haven't talked in a long time, but this time we really need you. Please, God, help me say something, just give me a sign, cause now I'm falling apart, and now I'm thinking I can do it. Please, God, give me the strength to pull through it. Tell me, should I give up? I can end it all right now, I just don't know if I'm brave enough to do it. Cause it's gotta be a better way in suicide. Try to wait it out with the time you can find. But it's been so long, I still haven't been able to rid of the thoughts that I feel inside. So sick, so angry, so mad. And to top it off, no one even knows that. It's when he was up right to see us walk over to his desk and got a pen and a notepad. He just couldn't see it getting any better. So that cold, dark night in December, Stevie knew exactly what he had to do. First he sat down, wrote a couple letters, one to his stepdad, one to his mother, couple to the kids at school, one to his brother, bringing them the pain that they once brought him, teardrops in a paper, one after another. Yeah, I hope that you all feel guilty, cause they're broken now, you can't heal me. And now we're all in the comments of murder, each and every one of you attempting to kill me. So the reason I'm writing this evening is to say goodbye to him that I'm leaving. But don't hold your breath, cause I ain't ever coming back. Sincerely yours, Stephen.
This is the bit I'm supposed to say how good it was, but she's my sister, so I think we'll just skip that bit. Just kidding, it was pretty good.
Well, I think it was great. Well done, Dominic. So everyone, would you believe that Ebony has lost her confidence? Ebony has written an amazing piece of work to promote anti-bullying, but she's too shy to read it out. So can I please invite our youth coordinator, Steph, up to the stage to share Ebony's work with you.
Sure you don't want to read it yourself? I'm going to take half the credit then. Okay, this is Ebony's poem that she wrote all by herself. She took it home over the weekend and finished it off to promote anti-bullying. So we're going to put it up in the youth complex, and hopefully you guys will take something away from this as well, because I know the girls in the staff room today got a wee bit teary when they read this. He wakes up every day, brushes his teeth, washes his face. His mum starts screaming, shouting his name. Even his family don't see his pain. He goes to the bus stop, followed by boys. He puts in his earphones to block out the noise. He can hear voices inside his head, repeating everything they have said. He arrives at school, that's the part he hates, because as soon as he walks through those school gates, people run over to pick on him, and others run over to watch it happen. He falls to the ground in pain, no one cares, it's all just fun and games. The head teacher comes out and spots him. She helps to take him into her office. He finally tells her who it all was. He was just scared in case it got worse. 10 years later, he has a good life. He has his own son and a wife. He has a successful job and a roof over his head. Those bullies haven't bothered him again. He sometimes wonders where they are, how they are doing, and if they've gone far. He highly doubts that they have it as good. He doesn't believe that anyone could. Those whispers and taunts have taught him a lot. The words are the ones he has never forgot. Just remember, by bullying someone, you are bringing yourself down as well.
Thanks, Steph, but I could have read it better.
Ah, you're so nice. Well, that's the end of our Easter, that's the school I went to. Easter concert performance. Could you all give another big hand of a round of applause to all our performers? We do have also Kevin up the back, who is doing magic. He's an amazing magician. He's done many tricks on me and I still can't figure them out. So if you want to also see him up the back, that's great.
in your packs that Ross, Kieran and Adrian handed out earlier. You should have one of our glossy annual reports inside. Very posh looking booklet to you and me.
That'll be one there.
We'll put some of the Indigo highlights from 2013, funnily enough it starts on page 13. If you have a wee look, Lola from 1 to 3 is clearly enjoying telling her dad what to do. Imagine what she's like when she's 18, Ashley.
Yeah, look at the dancers from out of school care. Anyone would think they're the next Diversity. They won Britain's Got Talent, by the way, just in case you oldies don't know who that is.
Yeah, look at the bunch of animals on the next page. Bet Steph and Grant wish they could have that. They've got that cage home with them for you lot sometimes.
I don't think so.
But the best one has got to be you horrible young bunch making poor Natalie stay out in the rain all day at Blair Drummond. Doesn't look happy, does she?
I wasn't there, it doesn't count.
Well, Indie Youth is about what we want, not the staff.
And don't we know it? Anyway, if you have a wee flick through our report, you'll also see our amazing garden transformation at this nursery. The children and staff were so delighted with the results.
How come we don't have a garden in Indie Youth?
Well, firstly, most of you are going through I hate that teenage phase. So, yeah. But secondly, you, Ebony, are like a vampire. You don't like outside.
I'll crack the jokes, thank you very much.
Right, so I think we should all call it a night before Ebony's fans come out. Right, so I'd just like to thank all of our Indigo Group staff, the fundraisers from Glasgow City Council and Social Investment Scotland, Zandra Swan,
The funders, Glasgow. Finally, thank you to all the parents, children and young people and staff who has come to our AGM, and we hope to see you again, all again, same time next year.
Well, was that better than having a bunch of old fristy old people up, or did you rather have the children here? Just in case you don't know, Ebony is part of Indie Youth. She's actually one of the service users, and Jordan, although he looks like he should be in Indie Youth, is actually one of the staff. If there's staff hovering at the back, I think now is a great time for us to say thank you very much to you guys. Come up and let David and Paul take your photograph. Please, can you cheer them on just to kind of get them up here? I can see you can go. Yes. And Adam at the back. If they're hiding behind you, push them out. What a motley crew, aren't they? So this is a chance to say thank you to them for all the good work they do with the children and young people of the Indigo Group. Morning! That's good.
Callum's so usually spend the day in the car.
Are you not coming for me tomorrow? Come in for me, come on.
You could have like any one of these cards, any one of them. Right. Except that one. Right. Take a look at it, remember that I'm not show anybody. I'll take a card and I'll place it in somewhere. I'll pack, right. Square it up. And you want to examine the jokers, make sure that that's just regular jokers. Right. Take them and place them on top, right? Now it is, as you can clearly see, two jokers, right? I'll cut the pack and I'll show you that is the jokers there. I'll show you that is the jokers. Would you be impressed if two jokers help you find your card? Stunned?
like me to touch it back, but just to make it prove that I have actually done it. It's possible. Well done.